Love is one of the most universal yet elusive experiences known to humanity. It is a force that has inspired poets, philosophers, and artists for centuries, yet it remains something that defies simple definition. Love is not just an emotion, it is a journey, a responsibility, and a transformative power that shapes who we are and who we aspire to be. Today I want to explore the taste of love, not as a fleeting sensation, but as a profound and enduring experience that demands courage, vulnerability, and sacrifice. When we think of love, we often imagine the sweetness of romance, the warmth of connection, or the joy of being understood. But love is far more complex than that. It is not just about the moments of happiness. It is also about the struggles, the challenges, and the sacrifices that come with it. Love exists in the tension between chaos and order. Chaos represents the unknown, the unpredictable, and the uncontrollable aspects of life. Order, on the other hand, is the structure, the stability, and the commitment that we bring to our relationships. True love requires us to navigate this delicate balance. It calls us to embrace the chaos, the uncertainties, and imperfections, while also striving to create order through trust, communication, and mutual respect. One of the most profound aspects of love is its demand for sacrifice. Love is not just about what we can gain, it is about what we are willing to give. It asks us to bear the weight of another's suffering, to put their needs before our own, and to make choices that may not always be easy or convenient. This is where love transcends mere emotion and becomes an act of responsibility. It is in these moments of sacrifice that we truly understand the depth of our commitment and the strength of our connection. But love also requires vulnerability. To love is to open oneself to the possibility of pain, rejection, and loss. It is to let down our guard and allow someone else to see us as we truly are, flaws and all. This vulnerability can be terrifying, but it is also the gateway to true intimacy. Without vulnerability, love remains superficial, a mere shadow of what it could be. It is through our willingness to be vulnerable that we forge deep and meaningful connections with others. Ultimately, love is the path to meaning. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, love provides a sense of purpose and direction. It calls us to rise above our selfish desires and to contribute to something greater than ourselves. Whether it is the love we feel for a partner, a child, a friend, or even humanity as a whole, love challenges us to be better, to do better, and to strive for a life of significance. The taste of love is not always sweet. It can be bitter, challenging, and even painful at times. But it is also one of the most rewarding experiences we can have. It is through love that we discover our capacity for growth, our ability to endure, and our potential for greatness. So let us embrace the taste of love in all its complexity and let it guide us toward a life of meaning, connection, and purpose. Thank you. Keynote 1 in 2000 digits, Keynote 2 in 2000, Keynote 3 in 2000, Keynote 4 in 2000, Keynote 5 in 2000. Write all keynotes at once, and don't mentioed. Keynotes? No. And digits? No. Only heading in bold. Love as a transformative force. Love is not merely an emotion. It is a force that has the power to transform individuals, relationships, and even society. At its core, love is about growth, both personal and collective. When we love, we are not the same as we were before. Love challenges us to become better versions of ourselves, to confront our weaknesses and to strive for something greater. It is through love that we learn to see beyond our own needs and desires, to consider the well-being of another, and to act in ways that benefit not just ourselves, but those we care about. This transformative power of love is evident in the way it shapes our lives. It can turn chaos into order, despair into hope, and selfishness into selflessness. Love compels us to take responsibility, for ourselves, for others, and for the world around us. It is not a passive feeling, but an active force that demands effort, commitment, and courage. When we truly love, we are willing to face the difficulties that come with it, to endure the struggles, and to make the sacrifices necessary to nurture and sustain that love. In this way, love becomes a journey of transformation, one that shapes us into more compassionate, resilient, and purposeful individuals. The balance of chaos and order in love exists in the delicate balance between chaos and order. Chaos represents the unknown, the unpredictable, and the uncontrollable aspects of life. It is the uncertainty that comes with opening ourselves to another person, the risk of rejection, and the possibility of pain. Order, on the other hand, is the structure, stability, and commitment that we bring to our relationships. It is the trust, communication, and mutual respect that provide a foundation for love to thrive. True love requires us to navigate this tension between chaos and order. We must embrace the chaos, the imperfections, the uncertainties, and the challenges, while also striving to create order through our actions and choices. This balance is not easy to achieve. It demands courage, patience, and a willingness to adapt. But it is in this balance that love finds its strength. When we can accept the chaos without being overwhelmed by it and create order without becoming rigid or controlling, we create a space where love can flourish. This balance is what allows love to endure, even in the face of adversity. Love as sacrifice and responsibility. Love is not just about the joy and happiness it brings. It is also about sacrifice and responsibility. To love someone is to take on the burden of their suffering, to put their needs before your own, and to make choices that may not always be easy or convenient. This aspect of love is often overlooked, but it is essential to its true nature. Love demands that we give of ourselves, our time, our energy, and our resources without always expecting something in return. It asks us to be selfless, to prioritize the well-being of another, and to act with integrity and compassion. This sense of responsibility is what sets love apart from mere infatuation or desire. It is what makes love enduring and meaningful. When we love, we are willing to make sacrifices, not out of obligation, but out of a genuine desire to see the other person thrive. This willingness to sacrifice is a testament to the depth of our love and the strength of our commitment. The role of vulnerability in love. To love is to be vulnerable. It requires us to open ourselves to another person, to let down our guard, and to reveal our true selves, flaws and all. This vulnerability can be terrifying. It makes us susceptible to pain, rejection, and loss. But it is also the gateway to true intimacy and connection. Without vulnerability, love remains superficial, a mere shadow of what it could be. It is through our willingness to be vulnerable that we forge deep and meaningful relationships. Vulnerability allows us to be seen and understood, to share our fears and dreams, and to connect with others on a profound level. It is not a weakness but a strength, a testament to our courage and our capacity for love. When we embrace vulnerability, we create the possibility for genuine connection and intimacy. We allow ourselves to be fully present in our relationships, to give and receive love in its truest form. Love as a path to meaning. Love is one of the most profound sources of meaning in life. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, love provides a sense of purpose and direction. It calls us to rise above our selfish desires and to contribute to something greater than ourselves. Whether it is the love we feel for a partner, a child, a friend, or even humanity as a whole, love challenges us to be better, to do better, and to strive for a life of significance. Love gives us a reason to endure the hardships of life, to face our fears, and to keep moving forward. It is through love that we find meaning in our struggles and joy in our triumphs. Love connects us to others, to the world around us, and to something greater than ourselves. It is a reminder that we are not alone, that we are part of something larger and more enduring. In this way, love becomes a guiding force, a source of inspiration and motivation that shapes our lives and gives them purpose.